Chapter 16, Mirage Junction. They met where the sand began to shimmer, not from heat, but from something stranger. Mirage Junction wasn't on any map, yet everyone somehow ended up there, not by compass, not by stars, but by the invisible pull of timing and emotional weather. A place of reflections and crossroads. It was where illusions mingled with intent, where every grain of sand seemed to murmur a question you weren't quite ready to answer. It wasn't still. The air itself rippled as if listening. In the center of it all stood a low-slung tea den, built from rugs and mirrors and the stretched wings of forgotten umbrellas. A lioness named Solari ran the place. Her mane glittered with bells, buttons, and broken watch parts. Trinkets, she called them. Proof that time had already failed to contain her. She poured tea from a porcelain pot painted with maps of places that didn't exist. Without a word, she handed a steaming cup to Tibber, who had stumbled in, eyes glassy, notebook smudged, hooves coated in rhythm dust from the soundscape trails. "You found the place between choices," she said, not asking, simply knowing. Tibber blinked at her. "Does this place even exist?" "Only if you do," she answered with a wink. Moments, or perhaps hours, later, Vex stormed in, dragging a cart of tangled wires, cracked glow sticks, and what appeared to be a karaoke orb muttering in German. He flopped into a cushion and groaned. "Why does this place smell like dreams and debt?" he muttered. Solari smiled, pouring him a smoky green cup. "Because both are currency here. Drink up, no questions, only clarity." Around them, the world refused to behave. Tents swayed in odd rhythms, one holding upside-down acrobats who whispered poetry to the sky, another raining soft feathers with every breath of wind. A mirror garden snaked sideways along a dune, vines of silver glass, blooming reflections instead of petals. Visitors touched them gently, seeing glimpses of other lives, one where they turned left instead of right, forgave instead of fled, danced instead of doubted. Every path out of Mirage Junction shimmered like water, each one revealing a flicker of what could be. One showed Vex leading a conga line of ravers through lightning, his chest speaker pulsing with euphoric thunder. Another revealed Tibber, older but glowing, surrounded by a council of stars, his hooves sketching blueprints onto constellations. "You can't stay," Solari warned gently, setting down the teapot. "Mirage Junction only holds still for those who move. If you wait too long, you forget which version of yourself you are." Tibber peered into one mirror and saw a strange version of himself, laughing wildly, dancing barefoot in moonlight, unafraid. A younger version of him held his hand. Not a ghost. A memory, perhaps. Or a wish. Vex grunted, swirling his tea. "Well, we can't backtrack." "North?" Tibber asked, already rising. "Sure," Vex said, pulling his goggles down. "But only if we skip." And so they clasped hands, awkwardly but earnestly, and skipped toward the next unknown. The mirror vines rustled behind them, as if applauding. Laughter followed them, like sparks, and Mirage Junction sighed, reshaping itself for the next pilgrims in search of what wasn't quite real, but could be.